You're all gonna subscribe.
Alright, let's transform Kingdom RATTRAP. What else can I say? It's RATTRAP. Or you expecting something else? Anyway, here's the packaging. Let's kick it off. So, nice artwork, as you can see. It's RATTRAP in his beast mode, running away from running molten lava, which is chasing him down a mountain, I guess. You can see the Allbot arc right there on top. We got the Cartomy, the Misaligned Generations logo, Transformers, there's Hasbro, Ages 18 Plus, and the Kingdom logo, and the character's name, RATTRAP. On the back of the packaging, your obligatory product shot of RATTRAP in both modes, his robot and his beast mode, with 18 steps of transformation and vice versa. For such a small little guy, that's quite impressive. We also have the sad onion face. Surprisingly, oh there it is, we do have the authentic Transformers logo. Right, and that's it. So, let's take a look at our core class figure real quickly. He looks great. Now we'll look at the instructions. It says RATTRAP, we're good to go. Alright, so you know how this works. This is just me taking the time out of my day to show you guys some transformations here. Whether I can do them right or I do them wrong, it's just for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, so we're going to take him from his little rat mode to his little bot mode. I mean, he's really no bigger than the about this height really in robot mode, considering that this tail has to fold up onto his back. Oh, I spoiled it. Anyway, you should know how this works. I mean, it's a simplistic transformation, and I say that always when I get these things rolling. But yeah, RATTRAP, he's a okay figure. You know, he's pretty cool for what he is. But anyhow, we're just gonna start separating things here. Like, these tabs are really strong. Once they get connected to his legs, they really don't want to let go. But once you finally do get them to let go, then this is the obvious part here. You need to rotate this around and rotate this shin piece around as well, and then we can rotate his feet to the proper location. And once you turn this around, you can see we've got his legs complete. Now what we need to do is we need to come to the back again, lift up this entire section with his tail so we can release the arms, and then we can fold them out like this from the sides here. And then what we can do now is we can take his head section here and this back piece here, which we're going to lift up on a double hinge, and then we're going to rotate the entire head section around like that. And then on that double hinge again, what we're going to do is we're going to raise up what will be his backpack till it goes up and snaps into place, which it should, just like that. And then at this point we can rotate his legs to the proper position, like so. Then we can grab his arms and untab them here from the bicep, swing them up, and then swing that around, just like that. Repeat the same process on this side. Untab, swing up, swing around. And I'm gonna be honest here, I don't know how I feel about that transformation with the shoulders, because when you go about messing with this guy too much, especially when you wanted him to move in and out at the arms, they always seem to just dislodge. I mean, there's no place for them to actually tab in, so they always just come back down. It's just, you get used to it after a while, but at first you'll realize what I'm talking about, because it is a bit of a pain. Anyway, let's finish this off. Swing this up, swing that back, and we take his tail and swing that down, and that locks everything into position because there's a clip right there that's supposed to grab onto the backpack, and it did. And yeah, bingo bongo bango, we're done. All we need to do now is just give him his gun, which surprisingly this core class figure did actually come with. You know, tell you the truth, for the price on this guy, which is I think it's $10, he does actually come with quite a bit. Nice paint job, Nice amount of articulation, great sculpt in both modes, and his signature gun from the show. Looks great. I mean, just look at the guy. I'm not trying to make this a review, but I really want to show you guys how great he really does look. And look at this tiny little detail that we got here on both forearms. I'll just show you this one though. Yeah, it's a tiny little maximal symbol right there on both. Like I said, so tiny and so clean. Such a great figure and one of the best to come out of the Kingdom line. Yeah, I said that. For a small class figure, a small little package this size here. I wish I had a ruler on me, but I don't. He's no bigger than his instructions. His instructions are still bigger. But I mean, just wow. He packs a lot of surprises, doesn't he? He's incredible. Anyway, we're done with the robot mode now. We're gonna go ahead and take him back into his rat mode, which, you know, going back to this, it's okay. It can be a little bit of a trick because, you know, reversing the steps is no picnic. I guess that's the best way to put it. So anyway, we got this going here. I guess at this point you can go ahead and just tap this back in, which it should. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, I mean, his shoulders are supposed to tab in right here. Why they're not, I don't know. It's because I'm on camera, I guess. Anyway, we'll fix this up in just a bit. Let's just go ahead and get something very easy here. His backpack. Flip that back. Flip his tail back up, like so it's in the right position. And then we can take his entire back section and we can swing it up on that double hinge, swing it back down to that point where it stops. So then we can rotate his head back, so you got that hair piece sticking out, which is going to match up with his fur of the rat mode. Yay, makes sense. Once that's done, then we need to get this section to come together, which it should, like so. Angle it down. Yep, and then what we can do now is we can rotate the lower section of his legs back like this, and we can bring them down for the time being. We got this monstrosity going on here, but we're getting there. Now there we go. So I don't know what happened earlier, but it kind of worked itself in. There we go. All right, we're getting there. So still feel like this isn't down all the way. I think it's supposed to come down one more click, but it won't. That hinge is like stuck. Yeah, we're not trying to force anything to break here. Yeah, there we go. See how it lines up? That's what you want right there. It's supposed to line up with what you would call his neck. Anyway, now that that's done and we get the legs out of the way, what we can do now is we can, this is the way that I do it. I don't do it by the instructions. This is how I know for sure I'm getting the transformation right. I swing down the sides of the rat like so, and then take the forearms and swing them this way, where you got all this hollowness showing, and that's actually going to tab in right up in here to the back. Just make sure his tail is lined up right, because if not, it pops these forearms out of place again. Just line them up, push down, line up, push down, line up. There's one, because they're going to angle down a bit. And there's the other. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah! Yeah, anyway. Now, I know I've done this out of order, of course. But this makes it easier for me because I can actually see what's going to tab in right here is his hips are going to tab in right in there to those very tight tabs that I mentioned earlier in this transformation video. Once they're in there, I mean, it's really difficult to get them to pry apart, but can be done. It just takes a little doing. Repeat the same process on this side, like so. And then we can take his legs, and we could swing them out and swing this one around like so, because this section here is going to come up and tab right in there. Rotate the foot around. There we go, that's one. Repeat the same process on this side. Swing this section of his leg around like that. You can see how they're angled. Then you can, on this ball joint here, swing this one around to this point where it's going to tab in right up in here. Not the best of tab connections because it is kind of loose, but hey, you'll get used to it after a while. Swing his foot around and just readjust everything to your liking. Just make sure everything's good here. Maybe even push those tabs in just a little further so there's just a clean finish here. And yeah, there's RATTRAP back in his rat mode. We're done. There you go. I mean, if you want to, you can store his gun back on the side of his leg via the instructions, because I can't find any other place to put him. But it's supposed to slide in right here, like so. Kind of pop his leg out of place, but that's okay. Just pop it back into place. Just pop it back in. There we go. Yeah, RATTRAP. Such a great little Transformer figure here. Again, in my opinion, one of the best out of the Kingdom line. I really dig this guy. You should too. If you ain't got him, pick him up. I totally recommend him. Not the best for storing weapons, but for what he is such a compact little Transformer guy. And for the price point, he does offer a lot. Articulation, paint application, and of course, a beautiful looking beast and robot mode. What more could you possibly ask for? A trading card? Nah, doesn't need it. Anyway, that's it. Questions, comments, you know what to do. Feel free to leave them down below in the comment section of this video. If you enjoyed this one, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Don't forget to throw in the towel. And until next time, this is Red's Power signing off by saying fare thee well, so long, goodbye, and get out. I'll see you then.